Hey folks, this is Deb with the Craft of Consulting. I'm here with a tip about negotiating your price when you're in front of a prospective client. So here's one thing that happens a lot, is they'll say, just give me a price, like on the spot. So let's say you've wowed them, you're now negotiating the terms of the engagement, and they want a price then and there. I would encourage you, unless you have a service that can be taken basically off the shelf and delivered the same way reliably every single time, which is not true for most consultants, I would say it's more important to go back and to very thoughtfully think through what it's actually going to take to deliver the outcome and get paid for all of your value. So in all of my 10 years, I've never actually given a price on the spot. Usually I will just say, let me go back. I want to be very thoughtful and fair about this to make sure I give you the right price. I have been pushed sometimes to say, oh, just give me a range, give me something. What I will say back to that is, look, I'm horrible at math, so I can't do this in my head. And second of all, if I tried to pull it out of nowhere, it's probably going to be too high, in which case you're not going to be happy about it, and this isn't going to work. So let me go back and let me make sure that I can think through what it takes to achieve the outcome you want and to have a fair price put in front of you. And I particularly use the word fair because I want them to understand I'm not just trying to jack up the price. I really am trying to come to them with a price that's going to be right and fair for them relative to what they want to achieve. And that is generally work. That's my line. You might have a different way that you actually say that, but I do that with genuineness, one, because I am bad at math, but two, because I want to make sure that I do right by them. And if you say that and you help them understand that's what you're trying to do, in most cases, you're going to get a really good response. And also, don't forget one other little thing is people get really attached to prices you give them. So even if they ask you for a ballpark, know that they're going to likely get attached to that. If you go back and you realize it's actually going to cost more to achieve their outcome, you're now negotiating relative to that price, not the effort and value of what you're actually trying to do. So those are my tips for today, and I'll be back with more soon.